Hello everyone and welcome to the introductory Python tutorial. In this session we want to get familiar with the variable, dictionary, list and noun. Without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial. First, this variable is the list variable. A list holds a collection of different variables within it, and its syntax in Python is written like this. The variable, for example, test equals an open bracket, then our list item and then a closing bracket, and we separate our list item with comma. For example, Alex, comma, integer 31 and another variable. Okay. The dictionary variable is written between curly braces. For example, braces, and is written in a key value format. In this way, we first write the key, then put a colon, then write the value, and we use a comma to separate the entires. For example, test2 equals curly brackets key value, for example, age, (31) and comma, name, Alex. Okay, this is dictionary, this is list. All right, now let's move on to the noun variable. When you want to assign a variable to a variable, you define its value as noun. Variable test3 equals noun. In that case, that variable no longer holds any value inside it. Okay, now I want to introduce you to this new concept called dynamic typing. The Python programming language is dynamically typed. This means that we can change the data type of the variable we define at any moment. For example, I define a variable called test4 equals integer, for example 1, and then test4 variable equals a string Alex, print test4. Alex. This is dynamic type. For example, I define a variable called test and give it an integer value. Then I change its value to a string, and then a string. In other words, at any moment the variable value can change, and this is what we call a dynamic programming language. However, in programming language like C++ and C#, it's not like that. These languages are statically typed. For example, in C#, when a variable is defined as a numeric type or an integer, we cannot change its value to a string. And if we try to do that, we will get an error. I hope you enjoyed this session. Until the next session, goodbye.